welcome back to our channel. I said I was going to talk to you about Slimming World and why it didn't work for me. But before that, I think I need to backtrack a bit. 6 months ago, there I was, 61 years of age. My daughter and I run a dog walking business, so I was getting out and about, plenty of exercise, carrying a few extra pounds that I wasn't happy about. And I knew exactly why it was, because we were following a Mediterranean style diet at home. So that was all right, but it was the petrol station lunches. Absolute. I was just eating what I could grab and what was nearest to the till. So I thought, to get rid of these pounds, I'd heard really good reports about Slimming World. So I joined. The first couple of weeks I did really well, lost about 7 pounds. It was not far off target. Then I thought they'd given you all this sort of speed up plan. And I thought I would try the speed up plan and also try to cut carbs out or cut them down dramatically to see how that went, because I know my sister, who actually bought me these gorgeous flowers, thanks Deb, had been really successful cutting carbs, or virtually cutting carbs. So there I was, on track to hit target very, very quickly, and then one day I was out in the car and oh my goodness, I actually thought I was going to die. I had the worst fit of palpitations you can ever imagine. My heart was absolutely pounding and I thought I was going to pass out. So, went to the hospital, having called the GP, and they ran all manner of tests on me. But the thing that worried me at the hospital is there I was, 61, not thinking I was old, thinking I was fairly fit and healthy, and they started asking me all these weird old people type questions like, do you walk with a walking aid? Well, I hope not, because I'm a dog walker. Do you need anybody in the house to take care of you? All that sort of stuff. What else? Oh, and are you on regular medication? And looked really surprised when I wasn't. Anyway, that really brought me up short, and I started thinking, I don't want to be suddenly having a docket full of tablets, all these chronic diseases, and be feeling absolutely ancient. What on earth is going on? Long story short, all the test results came back, including having to wear a flaming heart monitor for several days in a row, and they were all absolutely clear. My heart was sound, my lungs were sound, my blood tests had been fine. What else? Oxygen levels fine. Blood pressure was on the low side. It wasn't hideously low, but it was on the low side. And I thought to myself, well, they haven't found out what's wrong with me. So being a Google freak, I thought there's got to be something wrong with me. So I decided to Google it. Anyway, the symptoms I had were very, very similar, if not identical, to the symptoms you get for ketosis. Basically, it's a state that people who go onto these low-carb diets try to put themselves into because it does cause rapid weight loss. One of the things it can cause as well is heart palpitations, along with other things like bad breath and stuff like that I hadn't really noticed, although people close to me might have done. So I thought this has got to be it. It had got to be the low-carb diet and going into a state of ketosis that was a little bit extreme. Couldn't think of anything else, and neither could the hospital. And that, you know, it's a bit of a worry when something like that's happened to you and you really don't know what's caused it. So I decided it must be that ketosis. So there were two things. One, I didn't want to go low carb ever again. Sorry about the dogs. And the other thing was, I didn't want to turn into that old person that the hospital obviously thought I was. So I started researching the best thing to do to live a healthy lifestyle. I mean, we all know it, don't we? We all know what we should do, but I started looking for hints and tips and to try and make a plan. And while I was doing this, I actually found out, and it's not rocket science, that it took me sort of, because I'm now 62 years to find this out, that a healthy diet and a healthy lifestyle, the same healthy diet and the healthy lifestyle, is good for keeping young, fit and healthy when you're sort of past middle age, but also for things like mental health issues, anxiety and depression in particular. Now that's why I keep saying we, and welcome back to our channel, because my daughter, who runs the business with me, she's 22, and she's suffered with depression and anxiety for a variety of reasons. One, being bullied at school twice, two lots of severe bullying really, and also losses of her grandparents when she was in her teenage years, and she was very, very close to them. It actually sent her into a bit of a downward spiral. And everything that I needed to do to live for as long as I can and to annoy her for as long as I can, was also going to suit her in terms of bringing her depression and her anxiety into manageable proportions, because she's one of these people, she definitely doesn't want to do anything like medication or anything like that. So what we've done now, following this health scare and with a view to sort of trying to work on Tyler's mental health and her sleep patterns and stuff like that, is we started to motivate each other, and we started to take on this much healthier lifestyle than we had before. So Slimming World, that's what I was going to talk about. It's taken us to where we are now, so I shall be forever grateful for Slimming World. And I think the Slimming World plan is fine as long as you run it alongside absolutely checking what is a healthy eating regime for you. Because to be honest, when I managed to put myself into this state of ketosis, I was following the plan. I was picking the speed foods. They're the ones that are supposed to help you they fill you up, but they're not calorie dense at all. So if you focus on speed foods, the theory is that you'll lose weight more quickly, which I decided to do because I was approaching my target and thought things might slow down. So I'd been picking off this free food list. Now, there was very little in the booklet, and there was very little information given out to us at the meetings telling you which free foods were better than others. So, for example, I could just have eaten a whole chicken for breakfast, lunch, dinner, tea, etc, etc, etc. I could have eaten all sorts of processed meat, which I've since found out are worse for you than I thought they were. And what I was doing was I was picking off this free food list and basically avoiding carbs. Another thing about Slimming World, again, I think everybody knows it, but when it's presented in a plan and you don't necessarily pick it, it doesn't necessarily steer you towards the whole grain carbs, if you are eating the carbs, which I wasn't towards the end, as opposed to the refined carbs. So, as a plan for losing weight, it is fantastic, and everybody knows there are health benefits attached to losing weight, but as a plan for actually optimising your nutrition and bringing about the most health benefits you can from your diet, I actually don't think it works, and it certainly didn't work for me. So that's Slimming World. That's where we're at the moment. We've decided to start YouTubing and Instagramming, and you have to forgive us because we only ever uploaded a video once, and that was yesterday. We don't know how to edit, I don't think, yet either, but we've decided to do those things really to keep ourselves on track, and in the hope that some lovely people out there might give us a bit of motivation, kick up the bottom when we need it. We don't necessarily want you to tell us we're marvellous, although that would be nice. But just a little bit of motivation, a little bit of sort of coming along on this journey with us, and if it helps anybody else along the way, you know, a few little hints and tips, that'd be fantastic. So we're going to be uploading healthy lifestyle stuff. We're going to be doing a few hauls, food hauls, obviously, and my daughter's very much into sort of fashion and makeup hauls. She's a little bit of a diva like that, so that sort of haul. And basically just a This Is Your Life type channel, which will obviously include these very, very naughty dogs who always want attention, don't you? And yeah, that's it for our second video. So thanks ever so much for watching us, and we'll talk to you soon. And next time I'll be introducing Tyler, who's filming at the moment, won't come in front of the camera because she's got no makeup on. See you soon. Bye.